Hey everybody, welcome to Jacob's Quest, and today we got a brand new teaser for Dune Prophecy. Now, as far as I understand, this is a prequel to the Dune, series, the main Dune novels that we know. I do not know how connected this is to the movies. Like, is this supposed to be in the same actual, continuity of the new movies that we've been getting, or is this being treated more as its own separate thing? That way, if they decide to change things, it doesn't really matter. Like, I don't know what I'm actually walking into here. And again, I understand, like, this is not Star Wars, so I'm already throwing around the word continuity, and some people are probably like, who cares, anyways, it's Dune Prophecy. Let's see what this is. Here we go.
10,000 years before the birth of Paul Atreides.
Okay, that's quite a
Before
while.
the universe would know us as the Bene Gesserit.
10,000 years before,
We
huh?
founded a sisterhood. Assigned to the great houses to help them sift truth from lies. We created a network of influence throughout the Imperium. But power comes with a price.
Okay, so they're kind of treating this like a...
On the throne, nothing is more important. And this is the marriage that makes it possible.
They're kind of treating this like a Game of Thrones, huh?
And we will be judged for it.
Okay.
Sisterhood above all.
Interesting. Alright, so definitely some heavy Game of Thrones vibes, right? It feels like they're just taking the universe and they're like, but what if we add, more sex and more chanting and more like inner politics? Which obviously Dune has those things already. I know that. I'm just saying that, like, it seems very clear to me that at least this teaser, they're like playing up the Game of Thrones angle of things. That's just that's the vibe I got. I understand Dune has all that stuff already. Calm down. But yeah, pretty interesting. So I guess we're going to be getting more of a story of how the Bene Gesserit infiltrated all of these great houses. It's stuff that the movies kind of generally touch on. I mean, they tell us that it happened, but yeah, I'm interested to see like what the plot could really be, because other than like inner politics between houses, I'm interested like what exactly, because for me, I want to see like even earlier than this looks like, like when I think about like the Dune universe and questions that I have, I'm like, okay, but like I want to see when this deep space travel first happened, or when the discovery of spice first happened, like I want to see that thing, and I don't know if this is quite that far back, because it looks like they already have these planets and these ships, and like all of this is already happening, so it doesn't look like they're quite going back as far as I would want them to. They're going to concentrate much more on the Bene Gesserit, and if anything, this almost feels like a origin of the Jedi kind of thing. And yeah, look, it looks pretty good. Obviously not as like, it's not like IMAX shots that Denis Villeneuve is making in his movies, but like, for a smaller scale streaming show, it's like, okay, I can see how like obviously there's inspiration there, and it's visually pretty much the same. The costuming looks the same, so it's like, okay, they're definitely trying to connect it to that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll check it out. For all I know, this is gonna be like another surprise, like, oh snap, this is actually really amazing. I will say the teaser, it just kind of feels like, hey, I just saw a trailer for House of the Dragon season 2, and Dune feels like, okay, we're trying to just do that again, So I'm like, okay, I mean, you have the other show, but all right, let's just make another one. Why not? I'm curious to see you know, I guess I can look this up. Like, does this have any precedent in the lore? Precedent? Anyways, does this have anything to do with like the lore of Dune? Like, of what we know? Like, is this covering a very specific moment? Something of significance of like, oh, some really important event happened during this show? Or is this just kind of showing us like the beginning of the Bene Gesserit being more political? You know, kind of curious to, I don't know, figure out what this show is trying to be, I guess. Anyways, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.